Hi guys, this is your girl Faye with a Fancy to Show Mommy Corner Monday. This is like my third time trying to record this video because I had to delete so much stuff off this tablet. It's ridiculous. So hopefully third time's a charm. Anywho, I originally wanted to talk about, do a part two of time management and how I deal with my time management, but something came up on a discussion I was having on Facebook last night, and I wanted to change course because we really got to talk about this. So everybody's familiar with this term, mommy wars. Okay, first of all, there's always been mommy wars. Whether it just wasn't in social media, it was amongst maybe our friends we talked about it, or family members. You have your young mothers and the older generation of mothers, and you had that battle. I mean, that's still a battle, absolutely, but you know what I mean. So it's always been there. But in the age of social media, whether we all know it, we're all familiar with the term. We all know whether we have Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or all three. We post our business, keep in touch with friends, or we just up there for excuse my language, shits and giggles. I think in the age of social media and stuff like that, it's compounded. It's just so much, and I think too as well. We have so much access to so much information that our grandmothers and mothers weren't able to get or receive or didn't have. Most of it was like old wisdom hand-me-downs, and we just kind of winged it and did the best we could, hoping one of our kids didn't die. I mean, it was kind of one of those trial and error, really. I mean, there's still definitely trial and error, but with science and all this stuff coming out, we're now the stuff that our parents did or our grandmothers did, we now know that that probably was a good idea, and that's probably why some of us have these issues, and it's nobody's fault. It is what it is. But I think on top of the mommy wars with that, it's just so much. It's so compounded. It's so much, and we're so much pressure, and I think that it's become a mommy war thing. Like, I can be a better mom than you. I'm gonna one up you. But I want to backtrack, and I want to talk about one of the reasons why it's so compounded. You always see a video of a child having a tantrum, mild to severe. You always see a child getting humiliated, and then the parent put a paragraph under it about what led up to it or what happened, as far as stuff like that, and the ways they discipline and be like, And what I find interesting, and it's been like that for the past couple of years because I always do some digging, the original source of usually these videos is from a man. And I find that really interesting. I'm not going to go off on a tangent about the demographic of men who do it, and I'm not going off on the men rant or anything like that, because I'll change directions, and this is not what Mommy Corner is about. Men are not centered here, but I do find that very interesting, and maybe I would do that on some random day, talk about how I think the original source of a lot of these videos where you're posting it and saying thoughts is a man posted it, but it's always geared towards what mothers are doing right or wrong. It's just real interesting to me anyway. But also too, I want to talk about, so anyway, it just got me thinking of a conversation I had last night in one of my groups. Some of us are mothers, some of us aren't, and the video was posted, and I think to myself, well, even though the original was usually a guy, we're doing it too. And let me tell you what, no, I'm not. Let me tell you why we're all doing it. Because whether you agree or not with the video, whether you're still a part of it. Because what you do is you go into it and you like comments, or you like the video, or now we have reactions. You get the sad or angry reaction, the crying reaction. You get, even if you never comment, you might take that video and you share it into a group or on your page, and you go, this is ridiculous, da 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 da. But again, whether you agree with the video or not, you're still resharing, you're still sharing, putting that information out. And then that your friend's going to share it, whether to her page or her group, and then whoever's in her group is going to share it to her page or another group. And it's just that we're all part of the mom, and we're creating another mommy war and don't even know that's what we're doing. And I want to talk about some of the things that we can do to stop. it as mothers, because again, like I said, we're doing it. We're doing it too. Whether the original poster shouldn't have posted it on Facebook, whether the person should have never ever recorded it, that's actually irrelevant. Well, it's not irrelevant, but to the discussion as far as how we can stop it. And I was talking about that, kind of brought that up too, like, this is what happens with mommy wars. This is what happens and again, I'm gonna backtrack again, because what happens is we'll post it in a group or our page and go, this is, I don't agree with this, da da da. And then you have a friend like, actually, I do agree with that. And you have another friend that probably don't even know that friend. And then they're back and forth on your stuff. And they're both mothers. And they'll go, well, what I did, or what I did. And then again, and thus you created, within a matter of probably minutes, a mommy war without even doing it on purpose and not even trying to, start something. So again, some of the stuff I feel like we can do is, stop resharing the videos. We can just stop resharing it. Most of the time we can, because sometimes there's not, what do you call those, trigger warnings or warnings or a paragraph before what this video is about before you push play. Sometimes we already know what the video is about. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm outside. It's super, super windy. Anyway, most of the time we know what the video is about without the caption. So we could just stop resharing it and watching it, because you watched it first, I know, and then you reshared it. So we can actually stop doing that. Last night also, what I did when I saw the video of this girl with going on a tantrum, I reported it. I just think it's not okay of us to continue sharing a video of a little girl who's maybe 6 or 7 having a meltdown. I don't think parents also realize that these things can come back and haunt your child. You want the child to get up, be a responsible adult, you have a career, a job, or whatever, live their life out of your house. Well, guess what? When you do stuff like that, you're actually keeping them from not only a job, a career, perhaps even going to college so they can, live that life. You basically want them to stay in the home, because don't think for a second in about 15, 20 years, that employer can't go looking for that video. It really is that simple. It's way too many, not even just hackers, but so many different ways and avenues that these companies can look for you. Even if you have an alias, that, especially because, even if civilian jobs, I'm not really so sure, but as far as me being from a military family and being around military people, especially with federal jobs, they have technology that some of these civilian companies don't have, and you're trying to get a federal job, they can easily look for you, even if you deleted your stuff 10 years ago. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think parents are thinking about that. So we got to be careful. It's not even about that as well. Like, you're hindering your child. So again, we can stop resharing them, putting them in our groups and our Facebook walls. We can, again, report them. That's exactly what I did to that video. We can start mass reporting them just to get it off, even if it ain't that bad. If it's just a kid having, because if we want to stop these mommy wars that we constantly complain about, because we complain about it, we could report these videos and stop allowing these videos of thoughts, because they love saying that mess, of even getting reshared and commented on. And also too, if we're, I'm a couple of Facebook mom groups, and one of them, I feel like, especially one of them that's, it's kind of mixed. It's predominantly black, but it's kind of mixed. What we also can do is probably not listen to each other's mothers, but since I'm talking about Facebook, I'm talking about like read what the mother is saying, and maybe possibly even probably check out her profile, only because there also can be a cultural thing. And I'm gonna be honest, when it comes to certain advice and stuff, I have white mother friends who are near and dear to my heart, and as well as other ethnicities, but when it comes to mothering and just certain things, I do go to my black mother friends, because there are just some things white mothers is not going to get, and that's just what, there's no shade, it's just what it is. I'm not here to like coddle their feelings about it. Those are just the facts. So sometimes there is a cultural thing, and we need to understand that, as far as how, what one culture does with their kids, another may not understand it and think it's wrong. So I think that's also important, to keep mommy wars from being so expanded or big on social media. So those are the things, and I think third time is the charm, because my thing did not stop me recording. So anyway, this is your girl Faye for the Faye City Show Mommy Corner Monday on how we can stop mommy wars. Blah.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.